Welcome to our Mind the Moments Tuesday morning gathering, brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare. As you all know, this is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe Palacino, and I am here with Christine, and she'll turn on her video and here we go. Here we go. There
Thank
she is.
you.
Good morning.
Sorry about that.
Christine.
Good morning, Suzanne.
I'm here with Christine O'Shaughnessy, mindfulness instructor and longtime meditator and instructor as well with the Harvard Pilgrim Group. So it's so great to have you here this morning.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, and it's wonderful to have folks joining. Today we'll start off with a question for the group, and then Christine will lead us in a guided practice and then share some thoughts with us, and we'll have a chance to have some questions posed and make some comments if you're interested. And if you have any general questions now, just go down to the bottom of your screen and click on the chat and open that up. And you have an opportunity, if you're interested, to click on the drop-down menu that says panelists, and you can change that to panelists and attendees, and you can see all the comments and questions coming in as they come in. So we will get started. Now, Christine has a question for us. What would you like to ask the group this morning?
Okay, my question is, what would it be like to allow yourself to rest? What would it be like to allow yourself to rest? To surrender to that tiredness. So my theme today is that I think exhaustion is very deep within us. I think that stress is just ongoing. Sometimes it's chronic. And sometimes the wisest thing to do is really nothing, to learn to rest in the body. And so that's my theme for today.
Yeah, very timely.
Yes.
Someone's mentioned I could sleep better. It would be a relief, peace, and serenity. And someone mentions it would be to say no.
Yes. Yes,
Just
it is.
And I have to say for myself, I think that would be just very soothing and just a release in my body, I think would just feel very good. And someone says a struggle with feeling guilty.
Yeah.
That's something we can all relate to, I think. And difficult but rewarding.
Yes.
Interesting comments.
On a retreat I recently sat online, virtually, one of the themes was about clearing the floods of life, and that we are on sensory overload. Our work demands so much of us. We're constantly creating, conceptualizing, strategizing. We have so much symbols and stuff coming at us, and we're asked to process so much more daily. And in our corporate world, it's faster is better. And we tend to become disembodied. There's a disembodiment that occurs with this. And we're running on willpower. And the mind is spinning its own creation. And we're not even aware of it until we come back and rest in the body. That we can feel that happening.
Yeah, very true. Okay, well, why don't we go right into the practice then? It sounds like people are ready to feel a little bit of that release.
That sounds great. So today I'm going to teach a body scan practice. It'll be a little different. I tend to go deeper into the body, so just practice with an open mind. So getting comfortable as you are welcome to sit upright, sit a little bit away from your chair if you'd like to have that sense of freedom with the back open and spacious, or you can sit supported by a chair. Body scans, one of my teachers recommends standing. He says it's a wonderful way to practice a body scan. We sit so much during our day. So I'd like to invite everybody today, if you feel like standing, please stand. And we're going to begin. We're going to start just by feeling your feet connecting to the floor. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And I'm going to have you exhale through an open mouth. You're welcome to close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open with your gaze downward and soft, whatever feels more appropriate for you today. Taking another deep breath in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, beginning to allow the body to soften, breathing in through the nose, deepening that inhale, and as you exhale, begin to allow your arms to feel heavy and weighted. And then one more deep, full, nourishing breath. And as you exhale, letting go of anything that you're holding on to, releasing, relaxing, feeling yourself arriving in the body in this moment. And then releasing that deep breathing technique and begin to just rest in the natural rhythm of your breath. Feeling the breath coming in and going out. And then begin to direct your attention to the top of the head. And just let your attention rest here. You may notice the skin on the top of your scalp or the hair on the top of your head. Even if you can't feel either of those, let your attention stay here for a moment as you gently breathe in and out. And then moving to the forehead, noticing any sensations there. Imagine any wrinkles in the forehead or creases gently dissipating. Allowing your eyes to settle in their sockets, resting with ease. Releasing any straining or tension around your eyes. We are so forward-looking in life. Our practice is an opportunity to look back and in towards the body. See if you can invite a soft, kind, inward gaze towards yourself as you breathe in and out. Beginning to feel the cheekbones soften and allowing your jaw to relax. As your tongue settles in the base of your mouth, resting with ease. Notice the liquidity of the mouth. Is it moist or dry? And feeling your ears. Notice how your ears rest on the side of your head, supported all on their own. Noticing sound. We are living in this body, yet we experience most of our day in this upper region in our head, where all of these sense organs are. And so we're squashed in this space, and the rest of our body is lost. This practice is about reuniting the whole body. Now let your attention move to your throat. Begin to just feel the throat opening and widening. Notice if your throat feels scratchy or clear. Become aware of the back of your neck. Notice any sensations here. Maybe there's tension or tightness. In meditation, we're simply noticing what we feel without pushing it away, without wanting it to be different than how it is. Instead, we're resting in it at the level of sensation in the body. Breathing in gently, letting your breath enter the back of your neck, and as you exhale, softening. And then feeling the back of your body, letting your attention rest in the upper part of your back. Feel the middle part of your back, and feel the lower part of your back. sweeping the breath all the way through the back of your body. And as you exhale, let all the muscles in the back gently soften and release. And then moving into the front of your body, letting your attention rest in the chest. Feeling the gentle rhythm of your breath here. You may feel the chest rising and falling as you breathe in and out. See if you can feel your heart beating, encouraging a sense of widening and softening in the heart and in the chest. And then feeling your ribs, feeling the abdomen. Notice if your abdomen feels settled or unsettled, full or empty. Notice if there's an emotion being held here. We tend to experience our gut felt sense reactions to life here in the abdomen. Notice what you feel. Name it, and then gently return to the breath, letting the breath fill the whole front of your body. As you exhale, softening. And then moving into your arms, just feeling the upper part of your arms. Noticing the elbows. Feel your wrist and wrist bones. Even if you can't feel the wrist bones, keep your attention there, resting in the body. Notice the palm of your hands. Are they tingly, warm, or cool? See if you can feel the tip of each finger, one finger at a time. Notice if you're rushing, slowing the pace as you gently breathe in and out. And then beginning to feel that space underneath your arms all the way to your hips, the sides of your body. Allow your breath to be there. And feeling your hips, feeling the strength of the hip bones. Feel your sit bones connecting to the chair. Feeling supported. If you're standing, feeling the muscles engaging around the sit bones, supporting you upright. And then feeling the quadricep muscle on the top of your thigh. Notice if it feels loose or tight. And feeling your knees and your kneecaps. See if you can feel the muscles and tendons around the knee. And feeling the calf muscle on the lower part of your leg. Notice any body sensation there. Meet the sensation. What does it feel like? And then moving into the ankles, feeling the ankle bones. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, begin to land in your feet, feeling the soles of your feet once again connecting to your shoe or to the floor. And feeling each toe, all 10 toes. Having gratitude for your feet as they carry you endlessly each and every day without complaint. And now feeling your whole body from head to toe. Feeling the whole body breathing in and the whole body breathing out. Whole body breathing in and whole body breathing out. Nourishing your body with breath. And then turning towards the breath and notice the breath. Does it feel long or short? Deep or shallow? Notice if there's a pattern to your breath. Resting in the breath as you breathe in and out. And making a soft mental note to yourself of one word to describe how you feel. And notice if that would be the same word that you would have chosen before you began the practice today. Now letting your attention gently expand back to sound. Allowing sounds, internal and external, to be there. Or you may notice the sound of silence. Now let your attention expand to track the sound of bells all the way to the end. If your mind goes into thought, gently return it to the sound of the bells. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes if they were closed, coming back into this space, and notice how you feel. Notice what's happening. And welcome back. Thank you for taking time to practice with me today.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So, revisiting that question we started with, right? What would it be like to allow yourself to rest, right? So everyone gave themselves permission to be here today, to allow themselves to practice. So noticing what that feels like to surrender to just being in the body.
Someone mentioned it was soothing and relaxing.
Great. Great.
Most wonderful guided body scan. I feel peace and joy.
Thank you. And sometimes it's not easy to be in the body. We're sitting with pain and discomfort. You know, our energy becomes trapped in different parts of our body where we're holding emotions. And so sometimes to come and land in the body is really hard. And if that's your experience, again, standing and being in the body that way sometimes really helps to be able to let that energy flow through you.
Mm. And are there any other recommendations you have in dealing with pain while one is sitting meditation?
Yes. With pain, depending on the level of it, if it's, chronic long-term pain that's really strong, in the meditation, if you have the capacity and stability of heart to really be able to go in and just touch in with it, but then move away from it, because if you're always dealing with pain, then we want to land in the body in parts where there are no pain. So when you come into your body scanner, into your practice, notice, how does my hand feel? That feels okay. How does my foot feel? My knee, my nose. I mean, whatever it is, can I rest in this one space? You know, how does my right shoulder feel? Okay, that feels okay. So I'm going to be there for a minute and I'm going to just enjoy that comfort there. So we try to find comfort in the parts of the body that are not in pain. But if the pain is overwhelming, and even emotional pain can create physical pain, and when it's too strong to sit, that's when I recommend walking. To really, and my teachers talk about this all the time, if we can't sit with it, walk. Do a gentle walking practice, movement, letting that energy flow so we don't become so contracted around the pain.
Yeah, that's a great recommendation. Someone's mentioned that it took them some time to let go.
Yeah, and that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just the nature of the mind. It's kind of what I was saying. The mind just keeps spinning and going. And so to let the mind go and give yourself permission to rest in the body is so hard. We're so conditioned to just live our whole world here, our body.
And I like how you mentioned to unite our body together. That, like you said, we are so much in the top portion of our bodies, but to just bring the whole body together makes can get us out of our head a little bit. So that was helpful as well.
Oh, good. And I think being on Zoom, we've become even more disconnected because what do we see? We just keep seeing our heads. So our whole experience is just squashed up here.
That's when you turn off your self view, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Look at other people rather than looking at yourself.
Right. I love it. And I do see some people stood. I'm glad that some of you tried that, standing. It's a wonderful way to practice. I've
Mm.
been teaching that more with some of my clients.
Yeah, and as we all know, yoga and meditation have so many connections. If you can do any very basic yoga practices, that can also um, relieve a little bit of the feeling of being in our heads. Even just that gentle leaning over and just letting our body hang can be very, a very soft, soothing way to get out of our head.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for this practice and for your guidance. It sounds
You're
like a lot of the folks here really needed a little extra push to reunite our body together. So thank you for sharing that with us. And does anyone else have any more comments or questions for Christine today? If not, we'll head towards the end of our time together. And just a reminder that we'll be back here on Thursday with Tara Healy, and every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30. So we're happy to have everyone join and be part of this very important discussion. Someone has commented that they love the session, so we're so happy that this is helpful to folks. Any other last guidance comments from you, Christine?
I'm just going to end with a quote that I love. This is by Ram Dass.
Hmm.
And it's, as long as you think that what you're looking for is outside of yourself, it will never be enough. As long as you think that what you're looking for is outside of yourself, it will never be enough. And so that really goes with my whole theme of just resting in the body. It's really in the body that we find our true refuge, safety, our sense of ability to just relax, surrender, and let go.
Hmm.
It's not really going to be found outside of ourselves. It's all in here.
Hmm. And it makes me think of someone else, another quote that someone says, we're never alone. We always have our practice. So, just connecting with that knowledge that we have our practice and we have that to always come back to. So
Mm.
thank you, Christine. It's so nice to
You're
see you and
welcome.
nice to have
Thank
you with us this morning.
Thank you. I really enjoy it. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, and we will see you on Thursday at 8:30. Hopefully everyone will join us then, and we hope you have a really wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.